asked to stay off the roads if possible this morning due to the freezing rain and dangerous road conditions overnight. Plows and salt trucks hit the streets trying to make the roads as less treacherous as possible. And ABC2's newest member to the Good Morning Maryland team, Megan Knight's live out there. I see traffic picking up over your shoulder.
Yeah, we're starting to see a few more cars coming down York Road here. We're in a really great spot because we can show you the contrast from a treated to an untreated road. So let's start with an untreated because that's probably what you're going to see when you walk out the door this morning. We see a couple people out there scraping off their cars this morning, and yuck, this road, you know, clearly not been treated. Maybe the plow went down once or twice, but that's about it. You see these huge ice chunks, these big snow chunks that have frozen from the overnight. Something to keep in mind, too, you know, we're watching this guy scraping off his car, and you can really hear the ice, the hard snow coming off of his car. So you're probably going to want to give yourself a little extra time just to scrape off the car. Now, once you get out of your driveway, you kind of navigate through these side streets. Things aren't looking too bad. We got York Road right here looking pretty good. These are the kinds of streets that the crews have really been hitting hard during the overnight hours, salting and resalting, making sure that they are as not slick at all so that you don't have any problems as you make your way to work this morning. However, something to keep in mind, you know, we're talking about black ice this morning. You know, you can't see it to the naked eye. This street might look fine, just a little wet, but those ice patches, they can be anywhere. And when you hit that ice patch, you know, you've pretty much lost control of your car, and we certainly don't want that to happen. So as you're making your way out the door this morning, just use a little extra caution, give yourself a little bit of extra time, and just remember about that black ice, those icy patches that Lynette and Lauren have been talking about this morning. And we just want you to get to your destination all in one piece. So we're reporting live in Towson. I'm Megan Knight, ABC2 News.
All right, Megan, thank you. May have played a factor in a 5-car crash in Baltimore County around 9 last night. 3 people were injured. It happened on 95 near 695 in White Marsh. All 5 cars involved had to be towed from the scene. All 3 people injured, however, are expected to recover. And the city of Baltimore is monitoring conditions on an emergency operations center. It opened Sunday morning with Mayor Stephanie Rawlings-Blake on standby, as well as other city department heads deploying workers from there until the worst is over. Crews salted the roads ahead of the storm and switched to plow trucks once the snow and ice began falling. Mayor Rawlings-Blake says they're prepared now for the worst while hoping for the best, and she wants you to know there are steps you can take if you run into problems.
Please remember to call 311 if you have issues or concerns, or if you notice areas in your neighborhoods that need any special attention.
We're expected to be getting updates from the mayor and other city department heads throughout the day and throughout the morning. As soon as we do, we will let you know on air and online at abc2news.com. And if you can't stay off the roads, if you can stay off the roads, do so. But if you can't, you got to be out. You have to be safe. A number of school districts and government offices are closed today just to keep everyone safe. And we now have Kelly Boulware from the State Highway Administration on the phone with us. And Kelly, how are the highways and some of the main interstates right now?
Hi, good morning. Most of our interstate system is showing primarily wet. So we actually are here at our operations centers monitoring traffic conditions and are seeing, as you mentioned, some of the traffic pickup as folks are heading out. It was a good benefit to us to have some of the school systems to be delayed or closed today, which gives our crews some additional opportunity to go out and do some patrolling, remove debris, and apply salt where we need to.
Kelly, talk about the preparations for this. I know a number of people began seeing some of the pre-treatment taking place as soon as Saturday, so you guys were really on top of this, weren't you?
Yes, we did have crews out pretty much in both metro areas, both Washington and Baltimore, doing a lot of the pre-treatment on Saturday. So typically drivers may have seen some of the quote-unquote white lines being applied to the highway, right, which really prevented a lot of the initial bonding that could have taken place. So certainly recognizing we had 2 home football games in the region as well, and with a combination of traffic, having that pre-treatment was a really great help to us. Overnight last night we did a lot of pushing back of shoulders, clearing some of the merge areas, so that really cleared the way for drivers to head out this morning. But certainly, as she mentioned, we don't want to fall into that false sense of security, recognizing that there are still some likelihood for some potential icy spots going into the morning.
What challenges have your teams faced out there on the roads as they've been making these streets safe for Marylanders?
Certainly we want drivers to continue to be extra alert and cautious, definitely not passing plow trucks or salt trucks as they see them out on the roadway. Certainly, of course, using turn signals, buckling up, and above all else, just ensuring that they're clearing off their vehicles. As drivers know, typically if you're driving at a high rate of speed and packs of ice tend to fly off the vehicle, that can create a potential hazardous driving condition for you as well as other drivers. So just take it easy this morning. If you're able to delay your travel, please do so. But above all else, just make sure that they're road ready and just taking it easy.
Kelly Boulware with the State Highway Administration, thank you for the time this morning.
Thank you.
All right.